Just read your script.
Okay, my name is Emery, and the poem I picked is Back Then by, I'm gonna butcher her name, Trish Crapo. So, Back Then by Trish Crapo. Out in the yard, my sister and I tore threads from century plants to braid into bracelets, ate chalky green bananas, threw coconuts onto the sidewalk to crack their hard, hairy skulls. The world had begun to happen, but not time. We would live forever, sunburnt and pricker stuck, our promises written in blood. Not yet would men or illness distinguish us, our thoughts cleave us in two. If she squeezed sour calamondins into a potion, I drank it. When I jumped from the fig tree, she jumped. So this poem really spoke to me because as I read it, I kind of flash back to my own childhood when my sister and I would play outside and there was a creek in our backyard and we would play down by the creek and we would go down to the pond in our neighborhood and we would just kind of hang out. We spent a lot of time at the creek and we would use these old ceramic tiles that my mom had and she never used anymore, and we would make like salads with like all these different leaves that we could find, and we would make like mud salad dressings. Like we would take mud and just make it very soupy and like drizzle it over this salad and stuff, and we would pretend to eat it. And we would make mud cakes and just kind of romp around and do whatever we wanted down there and stuff. And I miss those days because everything kind of started to get serious for my sister when she got into middle and high school and stuff, and she would focus more on her schoolwork, and you know, I was still stuck with like a coloring page for homework, and then I'd be done and I would want to play, and she would be like, no, Emery, I have a lot of homework and stuff, and I couldn't grasp that, and I missed the days where we both had very little homework and we could just play down by the creek and stuff. The way that the poem talks about the activities of the girls, I can almost, like, when I envision it, I see more my sister and I doing these things. Like I see my sister and I throwing coconuts onto the ground, and I see my sister and I eating bananas and stuff, even though I personally don't like bananas. That's something I can see us doing. And it just, that really speaks to me, and I really like the way that it's written, kind of about childhood. And in a way, the end, when it says, well, near the end, when it says the world did not begin to happen, but not time, that's how I felt. Like the world around me was happening, but for me, time wasn't happening. So it was just, I don't know, I just liked it. It was a good poem.